baby loves lovin'. She's got what it takes and she knows how to use it. My baby loves lovin'.
Okay, hi guys. This has been a saga, but here I am with my boyfriend Jack.
Hey.
Who is lovely. And we've been together 8 months now, and I didn't say this in my last video, but our 8-month anniversary was on the 8th. And the only reason that we're tools enough to celebrate such a random anniversary is that we weren't together on our 6th month, and we won't be together on our year. So this is what we've got.
Yes. So what is this week's topic?
This week's topic is trans safety.
Trans safety.
And he's going to talk about the first question, because I've never felt unsafe due to his identity, but he has, so take it away.
So I don't know what you guys know about Northampton or like Mount Holyoke area, Amherst, Massachusetts, but it's an extremely liberal place, especially Northampton. It's pretty much the lesbian capital of the United States.
World.
I don't know. Toronto is wicked gay.
Oh,
wicked
okay.
dykey. Anyway. But, so, before pardon me, I'm not binding today, because it's late. Prior to coming out as trans, I'd never felt unsafe about being gay, except once, well, twice, and I'd never had anybody yell out the car window at me, except once in my life. I got dyke. And that's pretty shocking, because...
And he was a dyke.
Yeah, I mean, I look like I do now. I mean, it wasn't any different, except that now I'm obviously visibly a man.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started coming, and it wasn't just when I started testosterone, but it was when I came out, I just started getting faggot yelled at me out of car windows a lot, probably at least 8 times, all of which happened, all except one happened in Northampton. And the one time that I felt physically unsafe, I was walking down a side street, and these 3 guys in a car rolled down their windows and yelled faggot at me and threw a bottle. I don't really know where the faggot comes from, because I don't present as a gay man at all, but I think that people just don't know what... They think that something's going on, but they don't understand what it is, and so they yell faggot because they can't figure it out. But, they yelled faggot and threw a bottle at me, and they were really close to me. Like, I could have reached out and touched the car, and I was really scared because nobody would have come by if they got out of the car and started doing something to me. Like, they could have beat me up easily, and it was really freaky. But I just stared at them like I looked like I was going to rip their intestines out, and they actually sped away. Luckily enough. But yeah, so.
So the second question is, have we ever been discriminated against? No. Not as far as either of us knows.
I mean, discrimination has to do with not being denied a job or a place to live or something, and that's never happened to me.
Yeah, and no one's ever, like, treated him as a lower-class citizen
Except my dad, but that's all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with you being trans. Okay, what precautions do I take to ensure my safety and that of my trans man?
She owns me.
I mean, just the basic. I don't think about my safety a lot. You know, I mean, in general, actually, I don't. Sorry. So that's not really something that I consider, but when it comes to Jack, you know, I just don't tell people who don't need to know. My close friends and family know that he's trans, and other than that, we're both pretty stealth in our lives. So...
I mean, once you start passing all the time, you know, 100% of the time, there's pretty much... You're not going to be in danger that somebody's going to find out you're trans unless somebody says something. So
yeah.
At this point, I pass 100% without question. So.
Yeah. Woo! Sorry. Okay. It actually is pretty late here, so...
yeah, it's like 8:21.
No,
that's
that's in Oregon.
Your computer's on the Oregon time.
Yeah. What worries or concerns do I have when Jack is out alone? I worry that women are going to hit on him.
They do, but it doesn't matter because I don't want them. I only want Rosie.
And I only want Jack. Anyways, sorry, that was nauseating, but, anyways, I don't really, I mean, that actually is a concern of mine, not because I don't trust him. It totally doesn't even matter. But that was just kind of joking, because I don't really have...
That is what you're, that's the only thing that concerns you about
yeah,
one,
that really is. Yeah, I don't have any concerns for his safety in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think really important thing to talk about is the last question. What advice do we have to offer to significant others, friends, family, allies, and trans men concerning trans safety? I think that something that's really, really important is to remember the disclosure idea. And that, you know, even if you really feel like getting in people's faces and being like, look at how, you know, liberal I am. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I totally have that desire a lot. Being like, wow, you're an ignorant asshole. Guess what? But it's just really important to remember that you and your partner, or, you know, whatever, need to be on the same page. And you really need to respect if they wish to be still.
You have to figure out also if you're gonna, I mean, number one, you should know what your partner is comfortable with in terms of coming out. Second of all, you just need to be smart and gauge the situation. I mean, if it's not safe, then don't say anything about it. Just shut up.
Even more than if it's not safe, if it's not necessary.
Absolutely.
You know, because
especially because
you don't know what safe is, and you don't know who the random acquaintances that you out your partner to, you know, are outing your partner to, and everything like that. So
especially because most trans guys, I mean, ones that are more, you know, queer, but the ones that want to pass as straight, they don't want you to say anything. So just don't. Yeah,
and you don't need, you know, your general community to start spreading it around that they're not a biomale. Like, that's totally not necessary. Also, something for me is consider your specific situation. Like, Jack and I went to a women's school. I still do. When people ask me, like, how is it that your boyfriend went to a women's school with you? You know, our decided upon answer is several men graduate from Mount Holyoke each year, which is true. They're trans men. And that's sort of bending the truth in the eye of the general public. And that's really difficult for me, because I don't do that. But I've learned how to do that in this case, because that's what's important. And that's important to Jack, because he lives his life pretty much stealth. At least his public life. You have anything else?
One thing I just want to say to, like, the trans guys out there, or you know, the SOFFAs, the
sofas?
yeah, is that, something you just need to do, like, before you start passing 100%, sometimes it's safer for you to just pass yourself off as a woman. No matter how gross you feel, or how wrong you feel, sometimes it's just in your best interest to pass yourself off as a girl or a woman. And it feels horrible, and you're gonna hate it. But, like, I had to do a sleep study, and my name wasn't changed, and, you know, my body hadn't changed that much. I mean, I passed with all my clothes on, but, you know, I'm in a tank top and boxers, you know, I'm not gonna look like a man. Decided to pass myself off as a woman. Sometimes it's just safer, even though it feels gross. So that's all. So sometimes just, you know, think about that.
Yeah.
So that's all. We should go.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm done.
Also, you guys should watch the end of this video, because we have some funny outtakes. Okay.
Oh, God.
I'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Alright.
Can you put these at the end of your video?
Okay, guys. We'll get situated here. This is Jack's...
Hi.
My boyfriend, and he is transgendered.
It's a fact.
You all know that, and whatever.
That's.
Okay.
I mean, that's why you're here, right? I mean, it's like.
Yeah.
That's why you're on this channel.
Okay. Okay. Hi guys.
Can we start when we're not fucking ridiculous?
Okay. Oh, we're going.
Oh, fucking shit.